Hello, hello, hello. Hi everyone. Welcome to a new live stream. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. Bienvenidos, bienvenidas a otro video o a otro en vivo. ¿Cómo están? Cuéntenme cómo les fue hoy, cómo estuvo su día. So today we're going to do something different. I'm going to try to answer some questions from Reddit and specifically about Spanish, of course. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and also click on the bell icon so you can get notified every time I live stream. Also, you can visit smlessons.com for more free Spanish lessons, to read, just more about Spanish, to download free crossword puzzles, to donate to this channel if you like what I do, of course. Just check that out. And there are more links in the video description down below as well. I want to give a big shout out to our members, to our Cerveza members, KS and William Lopez. Thank you guys. The cerveza is delicious. And also another big shout out to our Cafecito member, Keith Pearson. Thank you, Keith. The coffee is delicious. Guys, thank you so much for the support to our Cerveza members and our Cafecito member. Thank you for the support. So if you want me to give you a shout out, you can click on the join button down below. You can check out the different perks that I have there or in the different memberships. So if you like what I do and if you can support this channel, you can check out the memberships for sure. By the way, yesterday we had an exclusive live stream and we were talking about possessive adjectives, Spanish adjectives, of course. But yeah, it was a very interesting lesson. So, okay, if you like what I do as well, you can give this video a like. That helps me a lot. And I see some people on the live chat. Will, how are you, Will? Hola. Siento que no sé nada sobre la vida, como un bebé que gatea. Gatear is today's word of the day, gatear. Thank you, William, for using today's word of the day. It's a perfect example. And welcome. Okay. Umei Calamay. Hola. Hola, Umei. ¿Cómo está? Espero que esté bien. Welcome. Bienvenido or bienvenida. Brianna Lee. Hola, Brianna. I'm gonna turn this off. Okay, there you go. Hola, Brianna. ¿Cómo estás? Espero que estés muy bien. Brianna says, me gusta el tema. Awesome. Yes, today is something new. I know. I love Reddit. So I'm always reading things and just looking at the memes and whatnot. Then I came across a thread about Spanish. It was something about learning Spanish. And I saw that a lot of people were asking questions. And I was like, man, these are great questions. I should talk about this on a live stream, for sure, during a live stream. Okay, so also I see Nate. Nate, it's been a while, my friend. Welcome. Bienvenido, Nate. Saludos. That's what Nate is saying. So that is awesome. KS is in the house as well. Oye, ¿cómo va nadie puede darle sentido a esta pandemia? Cucarachas siempre les gusta gatear. Really? That's something interesting, KS. Thank you for using today's word of the day, Spanish word of the day, gatear. Excellent. Thank you, KS. And welcome. Brianna Lee, ¿dónde puedo encontrar la palabra del día? That is a perk for all the members on this channel. So it doesn't matter if you're a Cafecito member or a Cerveza member or a Tequila member, you get a word of the day, Spanish word of the days Spanish word of the day every day. So yeah, and I post that on the community tab. So yeah, Brianna, if you're interested in getting that perk, you can check out the memberships. And yeah, members have exclusive live streams. They have Spanish word of the day daily. They have sometimes some downloads, free downloads. And yeah, and more perks. You can check out that on, if you click on the join button down below. Awesome. Okay. Umei, tengo sueño ahora. I'm sleepy too. I'm sleepy too. I didn't drink coffee today, but hopefully tomorrow because I was very busy today. Okay, how to say long time no see. Mucho tiempo sin verte. ¿Cómo estás? Mucho tiempo sin verte. Okay, so mucho tiempo sin verte. That's one way to say that. Long time no see. Okay, so let's get started, guys. Let's get started. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your questions. That is awesome. So let's look at what I have right here. Ooh, Reddit. Do you like Reddit, guys? I love it. You can find really interesting things on Reddit for sure. So yeah, this is a group or something like that on Reddit, and it's called Learn Spanish. Aprende Español. That's what learn Spanish means. Okay, so yeah, kind of makes sense. So I see some questions here. I'll try to answer the easy ones because there are other ones that are very you need to explain a lot to answer the question or the question. So I just want to focus on things that are, that have some sort of short answer. So I'm not talking about one thing, right? I want to answer questions. Okay, so the first one that I can see here is, how can a person snow? That is the question. So let's see what this is about. How can a person snow? That sounds weird, right? So it looks like this person is using Duolingo or something like that, which is a pretty decent application to learn any language. I used it to learn some French, and I don't know what else. I think it was French and Italian. I think so, yeah. But I like more to have a lesson, more than just something quick and random like Duolingo. I mean, Duolingo, if you want to sponsor my videos, you're welcome to contact me. But I'm just telling you my honest comment on things, right? Okay, so this person has Duolingo saying, here's a tip. To talk about actions happening in the moment, replace the ending AR in nevar with ando. That's another ending. That's like a conjugation, right? So, for example, yo estoy esperando, which makes sense. That means I am waiting. That's so good. I mean, that sounds, it makes sense. And then it says, ella está. Ella está. And there are two answers. One says nieva, which is not correct. And then the other one, because when you say nieva, it's more like neva, nor you don't say nieva. And we have nevando. Okay, so yes, I understand the confusion here. Ella está nevando. This seems to be the correct answer. But it's true. It doesn't make any sense. She is snowing. Why do we have this example? It makes no sense. So this person answered correctly because I see great job, but that doesn't make any sense. So that is the problem with some applications. I'm not saying all of them, right? I mean, who knows? Maybe this is not Duolingo. Maybe this is a different application. I'm not sure. But the example that the phrase here, ella está nevando, makes no sense whatsoever. That is completely wrong. It's confusing and it's wrong. Ella está nevando. It would be better if it was more like está nevando. That means it's snowing. But ella is not correct in that phrase. So yeah, this is completely wrong. This person is correct. A person can't snow. So unless there's some sci-fi kind of situation happening, but yeah, I understand. This is completely wrong. The answer is correct. Nevando, that is correct. That means snowing. But yeah, the phrase is completely wrong. So that's the answer, I guess. So that was the first one. That was interesting. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Estás transmitiendo en vivo. ¿Qué yes es? Estás transmitiendo en vivo. Yes, that's correct. I am live streaming. Umei, mucho tiempo sin verte without the I. Verte. Yes, that is good. That is great. Umei, yo estoy esperando. I am waiting. Will that be the same as I am hoping? No, it's not the same thing. Estoy esperando is literally I am waiting for something, okay? I could be waiting for a person to show up. I could be waiting for something, a delivery or something like that. But I'm hoping you need to say tengo o estoy well, depends what you're gonna say. I am hoping, espero que something, right? So I am hoping, espero que. Espero que is different than estoy esperando, okay? When you say yo estoy esperando, it sounds like I'm waiting for something. So yeah, literally waiting. Okay, Brianna, LOL. Yeah, I know, LOL. Who is like a person snowing? That makes no sense. Okay, yes, the sentence structure, ella está, make no sense. Exactly. Well, ella está is correct, but nevando doesn't make any sense in the phrase. Or ella doesn't make any sense in the phrase as well. But yeah, it's very weird. ¿Cómo se dice? She's freezing, like she's very cold. Brianna is asking. Se está congelando. Ella se está congelando. So that means she is freezing, like she's very cold. William, Reddit is great. I just hope it doesn't get too toxic over time. Yeah, I mean, Reddit is awesome. And yeah, maybe, there are a few things that I don't like about Reddit, but so far I really enjoy reading different things. There's like groups about, like history. You learn a lot about history. You learn a lot about languages. You learn a lot about, even like if you live, you can learn a lot about your own country because there's so much information on Reddit for sure. Okay, yes, my example, ella está cocinando. Okay, yes, that is correct. She is cooking. Okay, let's move on, guys. I'll keep reading your comments, but let's look at the next question. Let's see what we can find here. Okay, so I see one here. Me siento en una quinceañera. That sounds interesting. I know about quinceañeras. So let's see. I wasn't a quinceañera. I didn't have a quinceañera. But let me just move this more this way. Yeah, now we can see the whole thing. And let's see what this question is all about. Okay, so it says, I wanted to say that I feel like I'm in a quinceañera party. And I said that to my Spanish-speaking friends, and they laughed it. They laughed it? How is that wrong? Okay. Yeah, I see what the problem is. Me siento en una quinceañera has a weird meaning as well. I know what this person wanted to say. Like, I feel like I'm in a quinceañera party, like exactly like this person says. But if you say to someone, me siento en una quinceañera, it can be taken literally. For example, me siento means I sit. Okay, I sit. That is one of the meanings of this phrase. It could also mean I feel, right? I feel, or I literally sit. Sit down on something. So in this case, this person's friends understood me siento, I sit on a quinceañera. Quinceañera is also used to refer to the person, the person who is turning 15 years old in a quinceañera. So you're literally saying that you're sitting on a 15-year-old. So that is weird. But it could also mean me siento en una quinceañera can also mean I feel like I'm in a quinceañera party. So it's weird and it's funny. I would phrase it differently. I would say me siento en una quinceañera. Me siento en una fiesta. Me siento en una fiesta de quinceañera. So just let me try to show you that. Let me see if I can put it here. I would rephrase that because it sounds weird. Me siento. I'm going to have to make this smaller. Me siento. I'm going to do it a little bit longer. I'm going to have a longer phrase. Me siento como si estuviera. Oops. Okay, I have to fix that. Me siento como si estuviera. This means I feel like I am or I was. Si estuviera en una fiesta de quinceañera. I know it's longer, but this sounds more accurate. This sounds a bit better. Me siento como si estuviera en una fiesta de quinceañera. This means I feel like I was at a quinceañera party. Okay, so that is a more complete sentence. If you say me siento en una quinceañera, that can mean that you're sitting literally on a 15-year-old person, and that sounds inappropriate. It sounds funny, and that's probably why their friends were laughing. And yeah, I totally get it, but that is a better way to phrase that sentence. Okay, so let's see what you're saying, guys. Okay, yes, ojalá versus esperar. Ojalá, okay, Good suggestion. Good suggestion. No, so Reddit. Yeah, I mean, it's a popular application. So if you get a chance, you should use it. I mean, if you want, right? I'm not sponsored by Reddit. Ume, espero que responder mi preguntar. Aha, that is a tricky sentence. Are you trying to say, I hope que responder mi preguntar? I'm not sure what you, Ume, are trying to say. Is it like, I hope you can answer my questions, or I hope I can answer you, and I can answer your questions, or the other way around? I'm not sure, but thank you for sharing, Ume. Okay, que yes, me enteré de quinceañera. Me gustaría saber lo que es quinceañera. Quinceañera is... Okay, so you want to know a little bit more about quinceañera or quinceañeras. Quinceañeras is a big party. It's almost like a wedding, but for one person. One person that turns or is turning 15 years old. Okay, someone who will become not, a woman or something like that. It's usually for girls, and it's similar to bar mitzvah, I think that is called, but it's the opposite. It's for girls, and they're celebrating that the girl is becoming a woman. Okay, so it's a traditional party specifically from Mexico, but you can find it also in some parts of Latin America. It's a massive party, a lot of people, a lot of guests, a lot of dancing. It's almost like a wedding. It's very expensive, and the girls usually wear like super, I don't know, over the top dresses, really puffy. And yes, I never had one. I didn't want one because I thought it was too much. And it's also very expensive. So yes, that is a quinceañera. William or Will, siento que these sweet 16 parties used to be more famous. I don't know about sweet 60s parties. But that's interesting. Trent, Ume, in spoken Spanish, I don't think they would usually say I'm hoping. Okay, so Trent is sharing an answer. Excellent. Okay, Ume, I hope that you answer my question. Sample of espero. Okay, so espero que. Okay, so if you say, Ume, if you say espero que, that is like saying I hope that, or I'm hoping that something happens, right? Espero que. But if you say estoy esperando, that means literally you're waiting. Okay, you're waiting. You're just imagine yourself in a waiting room. So you would use this phrase there, estoy esperando. Okay, I am waiting. So I'm not sure. I can talk about esperar, like Kaya suggested, ojalá and esperar. And yeah, we can talk about that for sure in a future live stream. So let's see, Colombian. How bad is if someone says mistakenly, Colombian? Why did I say Colombian? Sorry, Colombian. Welcome, Colombian. How bad is if someone says mistakenly, soy orgulloso, instead of saying estoy orgulloso? The meaning becomes bad. Okay, yes. Soy orgulloso means I am proud. Okay, or I'm proud of something. If you're saying estoy orgulloso, is that you feel proud of something. For example, a parent can say estoy orgulloso de ti. I am proud of you. That's what that means. If you say something like soy orgulloso, it's like I'm a proud person. I'm a proud person. It could be something bad if you are like pretentious. It sounds like you might be a little pretentious, or you can be just, I don't know, you're proud of yourself or something like that. So it depends on the situation. If you don't want to apologize because soy orgulloso, or if I don't want to apologize because soy orgulloso or orgullosa, that means I'm too proud to apologize. I'm not humble. But yeah, estoy orgulloso is more like I feel proud of you or something like that. Well, of you, it's something that I added, but it's more like feeling pride. Estoy orgulloso. I feel proud of something. Yeah. Excellent. So let's move on, guys. I know you guys have questions as well. So let's look at, I think, like a few more questions here on Reddit. And then, and then I can answer more of your questions. Okay. So, the famous French sweet roll in Spanish. Okay. Excellent. So yes, that's the thing with Latin America, guys, and including Spain as well. There are different ways to say the same thing. And let's see, because I don't know this one, because I don't know every word from every Latin American country, right? Or even from Spain, or even from Mexico, because every language changes constantly. But let's see. So how do you say croissant or croissant? croissant in Spanish? Or croissant. Yeah, croissant. I think that's the correct pronunciation in French. I'm not sure. Okay, so the blue countries right here. So, that part of Latin America, they say croissant, similar to croissant. I don't know. That's similar to that, right? So that's interesting. I'd never heard of that in Spanish. Croissant. So they pretty much use the same French word, but different intonation and pronunciation. I'm sure of that. Then right down here, that's Chile and Argentina, I believe. That they say media luna. So half moon for some reason. Media luna literally means half moon. Okay, I can see that. That's interesting. Okay, so also in Spain, they say croissant. That's interesting. Okay. Then in Mexico and some parts of Central America, they say cuerno. Cuerno, that means horn. Okay, horn. And cuernito. That's correct. I know croissants as cuernos. Cuernito, cuerno or cuernito. So yeah, that's how I refer to this kind of pastry in Spanish. Yeah, that's accurate. Cuerno. And then the yellow countries here, they say cacho. Cacho, cachitos. Cacho in Spanish in Mexico also means horn. So that's interesting. Cacho, cachitos. That's interesting. Yeah, I like that. And then the orange one, or what is it, like pale orange? What? Oh, okay. So some parts in Central America here. Also in Cuba, they say croissant. Interesting. Okay, so some parts in Central America, they also say cangrejo. Cangrejo means crab. Cangrejo? Yeah, it kind of looks like a crab, I guess. So now we know how to say croissant, or I don't know the pronunciation. We know how to say it in different ways. We can say croissant, or media luna, or cuerno, cuernito, cacho, cachitos, and cangrejo. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, so I didn't answer a question here. So, I need some water. Let's see. KS says, siempre hay luz sin importar lo que. Okay, that sounds a bit incomplete, KS, but it sounds pretty good so far. Yeah, it sounds good. Thank you for sharing. Will says, Sweet 16 parties are the equivalent of quinceañeras in the US. I didn't know that. Why 16? I understand 15. But 16, maybe, yeah, it's kind of close. Maybe they wanted to have their own quinceañera version, right? That's awesome. Thank you for sharing, Will. Brianna, I am a prideful person. Soy orgullosa. It depends what you wanna say, guys. Okay? I am a prideful person. Soy orgullosa. That is correct. Technically, that is correct. It depends how you say it. It depends the circumstances. It depends on the rest of the sentence as well. So yeah, I mean, it's tricky. It's tricky to say soy orgullosa or estoy orgullosa. But when you say soy orgullosa, that means you're talking about yourself, okay? You can feel pride, right? Or something like that. But when you say estoy orgullosa, is more about something that you did, and that's why you're proud of something, okay? Estoy orgulloso. Yeah, that's a very, very common phrase that parents say. Estoy orgulloso de ti. I'm proud of you. If your mom or dad, father or mom say soy orgulloso, that doesn't make sense. Like, that sounds a bit incomplete. What do you want to say? Why are you feeling like that, right? So yeah, it all depends on the situation, guys. So if you want to actually send a complete sentence, I can give you a more like clear explanation. Que yes, no importa qué situación, siempre estoy orgulloso. Exactly. It doesn't matter what situation. It doesn't matter what situation you're in or something like that. I'm always proud. Okay. Good. Yeah, it makes sense. Colombian says croissant is French word. You're right. Yes, it is. In Colombia, also we say croissant. Yeah, it's a tricky word for sure. Okay, que es la clave para hablar un idioma. El audio es el rey. Conseguir que la pronunciación es el rey. Okay, interesting. Well, the orange cangrejo is spoken in El Salvador y Nicaragua. I can't see that close. Is it? Because cangrejo, like I see a few different shades on the map, but I can't see, like, I don't know, maybe I need glasses or something like that. I do have glasses, but I don't wear them. Anyway, let's look at the next one. Okay, this one is pretty good. ¿Qué significa buena onda y mala onda? Okay, ¿qué significa buena onda y mala onda? someone is saying, uno de mis amigos usa estas palabras y no entiendo lo que significa, okay? Or su significado. I understand that. And, okay. So, buena onda means literally good wave, something like that. And mala onda means bad wave. This is an expression that I've heard in Mexico a lot. Buena onda. Que buena onda. That means cool. You know, something is cool. It depends what you want to say, right? If you want to say the movie or the person, la persona es buena onda, the person is cool, right? Or it's just, you're talking about people more than things, okay? You're talking about people's behavior. If someone's nice, you would say, eres buena onda, okay? You're cool. Eres buena onda. I'm going to show you quickly right here. Eres buena onda. That means you're cool. I like you, okay? If you say eres mala onda, that means you are you're a jerk. Right? You are the opposite of cool. You are a bad person. I don't like you. Buena onda, cool. Mala onda, a jerk. Somebody that behaves in a bad way. Someone who is a jerk. So that's essentially what buena onda and mala onda means or mean. So did you know this? Did you know this expression? This is a common expression used in Mexico, at least, as far as I know. So, ¿qué es okay, yeah, I read that. Well, yeah, also I read that. So, yeah, that's what buena onda and mala onda mean. And, yeah, it literally means good wave, bad wave. For some reason, I'm not sure why people say that, but it's a very common phrase or phrases. So this person, I see some answers here. It depends on the context, but basically it means cool if used as an adjective, or good vibes if used as a noun. I'm not sure if you can use this with a noun, buena onda, because you're talking about behavior. So I'm not sure. I can't think of any example using a noun and using buena onda and mala onda. It's more about behaviors. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. Okay, so let's look at the next question. Let's see which one. Ooh, this one is interesting. Lo que pasa es que, lo que pasa de que, lo que pasa que. Which one is correct? I seem to hear 3 different variants at once. Okay, so this is intermediate. So let's see what they say here. Let's see. Colombian. Sorry, I am new. Are you from Spain? Am I from Spain? Am I? No, I'm not from Spain. I am from Mexico. Soy una mexicana. ¿Eres colombiano? Colombian? Are you from Colombia? It sounds like your nickname is something related to Colombia. Colombian. But yeah, not from Spain. Nope. Okay, so lo que pasa es que, lo que pasa de que, and lo que pasa que. Which one is correct? Okay, I've heard lo que pasa es que. Yeah, so that is common. Lo que pasa de que, that doesn't make sense to me. And lo que pasa que, that makes sense. It's also something that happens in the Spanish world. So lo que pasa es que, that's the thing. A lot of people in Spanish, or Spanish speakers, sometimes they say words, like extra words that they don't need to say, but I think it happens in every language. So let's see what these guys are saying. So the first one is the only one I've always used. Lo que pasa es que, the thing is that. So yeah, it's similar to the thing is that. Lo que pasa es que. Yeah, and then you say what happened, right? The thing is that. That's correct. Lo que pasa es que. Then someone says, thanks, I live in Spain. I'm going to try to see if you guys can see this. Let me see. I don't know how I can, when I have to move the whole thing here. Okay. So it says, thanks, I live in Spain and I hear all three variants from different native speakers. I always use the first one too, though. Lo que pasa es que is correct. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, the other two don't make any sense. The second one doesn't make sense. Lo que pasa de que doesn't make sense. This one here, that is incorrect. This one here, lo que pasa que, that's correct. Lo que pasa que. So this one right here, the first one, lo que pasa es que, that is correct. And that means what this person says, the thing is that. Yes, that is very similar to that. And also, lo que pasa que, you can also say that, and both pretty much mean the same thing, guys. The same thing. The one in the middle doesn't make any sense. Lo que pasa es que tuve un problema ayer. The thing is that I had a problem yesterday. Lo que pasa que es que, lo que pasa que, lo que pasa que es que tuve un problema ayer. It's technically correct too, but out of the three, this one is more common. Lo que pasa es que, okay, guys? So yeah, that one is correct, and I would use the first one more than the other ones, for sure. Interesting. Okay. Will says, interesante. Nunca he escuchado sobre las olas. Waves. Yes, that's a very, very good phrase to use in Spanish, for sure. Colombian, both, esposa de Colombia, yo de Irán, encantado de conocerle. Viva México. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad that you know about Colombia, and your wife is from Colombia. You're from Iran, so that's great. Viva México. Awesome. Thank you, Colombian. Thank you for your comment. Awesome. Okay, so let's do two more questions, and that is it, guys. That is it. So question about haber. Let's see this one, or you know how in English we can use some phrases in story like, why doesn't it make sense to say lo ayuda for it helps? Lo ayuda. Which one? Which one? I think we should. I don't know what al dedillo means. Al dedillo. It must be from a specific Latin American country or Spain, not from Mexico. Al dedillo. Okay, so let's see this one. Let's see this one right here. It says, why doesn't it make sense to say lo ayuda for it helps in Spanish? Okay, so for example, lo siento, I'm sorry, for I'm sorry, or I feel it. Is it because ayuda is not a verb? I'm confused. Ayuda is a verb. Ayudar. Ayudar is a verb. So, lo ayuda for it helps. This doesn't make any sense. Okay, so for example, lo siento for I'm sorry or I feel it. Is it because ayuda is not okay? Ayuda. I would change this. Well, it's correct if you say lo ayuda. That means something else. Doesn't mean it helps. What I would say if you want to say it helps, I would say eso ayuda, okay? Eso ayuda. Eso is similar to it. Eso, you can use eso if you want to say it in Spanish, okay? Eso has like many different functions, or you can use it in different ways, but essentially one of the meanings of eso is it. It helps. Eso ayuda. So yeah, lo ayuda doesn't make sense. Lo ayuda is, it sounds like incomplete. It sounds like you're saying helping something. It could help someone even. Lo ayuda. Lo has different uses as well. It can be a pronoun and it can mean it as well, but not in this situation. It could mean you. It could mean him. So yeah, it's a little complex, but just to simplify it, if you want to say it helps, you could say eso ayuda. Eso ayuda. It helps. Okay? So yeah, this person, that's the problem there, that you don't need to use lo ayuda. And I know that he has or she has some examples, lo siento for I'm sorry. But lo siento, yeah, that phrase works when you want to say I'm sorry, lo siento. But that's the thing, guys. You should not translate English into Spanish because it doesn't work the same way, guys. It doesn't work the same way, and you should not translate word by word because it doesn't work. Lo siento, it's pretty much literally means I feel it. Okay, I feel it. It doesn't mean I'm sorry, but lo siento as a phrase means I'm sorry, or it's similar to I'm sorry. Lo ayuda doesn't make sense if you want to say it helps. You should say eso ayuda. It helps. Okay, so that is the question. Let's see. Colombian. When do we use pretérito anterior? Like hubo tenido o hube escrito. Okay, so that is, man, when you guys ask questions about conjugation, that is very difficult to explain. I have to talk about just that, okay? So I can talk about that Colombian In a future live stream, we can talk about haber and how to use haber with other verbs and how it gets conjugated. I think I talked about a little bit about haber for members. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I have to talk about just that, because otherwise we're gonna be talking about that forever. But great question. I will take it as a suggestion for a future live stream. Thank you, Colombian. Okay, so let's do one more question, guys. One more question, and that is it. Wow. Nice ad. I guess. What do you call these accents in Spanish? Example. Photos of our grandpa versus our grandpa's photos. Yeah, I actually had a lesson about possessive adjectives, exclusive live stream, by the way. And this is a great thing about it. Possessive adjectives, nuestro abuelo. Well, let's see. So, photos of our grandpa versus our grandpa's photos. How would you say each in Spanish? Are both the same fotos de nuestro abuelo? That's the thing, guys. This, specifically this thing, the apostrophe in English, it doesn't happen in Spanish, okay? So we don't have grandpa's photos version in Spanish. We don't have grandpa's or mother's or, I don't know, Miguel's. You know, we don't have that. We don't add the apostrophe and S in Spanish. We don't have a version of that. We have possessive adjectives, which you have to learn for each occasion or each situation where you have to use it, like your or yours, my, mine, our, ours, all of that. We have that in Spanish. And if you want to know more about those possessive Spanish adjectives, I recommend you considering getting a membership, because I talked recently about that, and all the exclusive live streams have no ads and they're all like there for you to watch. So yeah, photos of our grandpa. Yeah, essentially in Spanish, we say this. Fotos de nuestro abuelo. Just like this guy has here, fotos de nuestro abuelo. That is the only way to say grandpa's photos. Okay? Or our grandpa's photos. That's the only way to say that in Spanish. Fotos de nuestro abuelo. Fotos de nuestra abuela. Fotos de mi mamá. Okay? So yeah, this is correct. Fotos de nuestro abuelo is the only way to say photos of our grandpa and grandpa's photos. So yeah, that is correct. Fotos de nuestro abuelo. Yeah. Okay, one more. Have any of you tried the online Cervantes? I don't know that. Pasárselo bien, pasarla bien. Do you saber or conocer about what? Saber and conocer. Okay, so those two verbs are very similar. Saber, to know, conocer, to know as well. But that's, they're different. They're a little bit different. Saber is more about knowledge. Conocer is more about being familiar with something, right? Let's see. Oh, there you go. Ayuda con el verbo esperar. So esperar is a topic, huh? Esperar can be tricky, for sure. Uh-huh. When to use fue or era when using was. Okay, what does dar yuyu mean? Dar yuyu mean. ¿Qué significa desenchamucada? What? How would you say I struggle with... Okay. Ayuda con usando el verbo cansar. Oh, man. Se preocupa versus le preocupa. Which one? Okay, so Will says, would you say that genial is the best equivalent for cool? Genial. It's good. Genial is it could be the best equivalent for cool. But it depends what you want to say. Genial. Genial, you can use it for pretty much every situation. But you could also say padre. Padre, that's in Mexico. Padre means father, but that also means cool. Qué padre. Qué genial. Cool, like super cool. Qué genial. Qué padre. Chingón. That's a more slang word to say cool. Chingón, está chingón. How cool. But it depends. I would recommend to learn a bunch of similar ways to say cool in Spanish, and then instead of repeating the same word over and over, I think it's better to have quite a few options so you don't sound repetitive. I would use genial as well to say cool. Genial, cool. But I would also use padre. I would also use, I don't know, something. There's different ways to say cool in Spanish. But padre, genial, impresionante could be one. It's more like impressive, right? Chingón. Yeah, like there's so many ways to say cool. Yeah, but genial is good. Genial is very good. Ajá. ¿Qué es? Una cosa de mí, quiero saber cosas. Hay luchas en español, pero persistir es conmigo un... ¿Qué es genial? Tranquilo, fresco. 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 That's a literal translation of cool. Fresco. But no, I don't think people say fresco in Spanish. But thank you for sharing, KS. Okay, so let's see this one. Consistency? Because I always tell you guys that you need to be consistent in Spanish. And that means if you have a feminine noun, use feminine adjectives. And if you have plural nouns, use plural adjectives as well, and plural articles and plural adverbs and all of that. So yeah, let's see what this person is saying. Consistency. I want to talk about being consistent as a concept. For example, with good habits, I also want to talk about when I am consistent. I'm confused about the difference between la constancia and la regularidad, la consistencia y la coherencia. If I want to say that when I am consistent with my habits, I feel great. Can I use soy consistente? Okay. No, soy consistente sounds like you have a consistent, literally a thick consistency. Like when you're pouring honey You know, soy consistente. La miel is consistente or something like that. It's thick. You know, honey can be thick. Soy constante would be a better option to say I'm consistent. So I would say, let me show you guys. I would say, if you want to say that you're consistent with your habits, I would say soy constante. Constante. Okay, soy constante. That means that you're consistent with whatever you're doing. Soy constante en aprender español. I'm consistent with my Spanish learning or something like that. So that's what that means. If you say constancia, because this person is confused. I'm confused about the difference between la constancia and regularidad. So we have constancia and regularidad. Okay, so these are interesting questions, or this is an interesting question. Constancia literally, or it means perseverance, okay? It could mean that you are consistent, right? But soy consistente, that is a different thing. Constancia, when you say soy constante, is similar to constancia. It comes from constancia, that is, you are determined to do something, to make something happen. Constancia, perseverance, okay? Regularidad is similar, but that means regularity. So it's very similar to regularity. So it's something that you do also consistently, but it's more, I don't know, it's more like, I don't know, it could be used if you are inspecting something regularly. For example, people who go to stores and check that everything is in order, they're doing that con regularidad. They do that regularly. Regularly. Yeah, something like that. So constancia and regularidad are similar, but constancia is more about you putting the work to make something or to do something, and regularidad means more regularity. So you are like, you have a habit, but you're not like putting an effort into that, okay? So it's something that you do every day. For example, you go to work every day. You do that regularmente, regularidad. When you do something constantemente, that comes from constancia, and that means perseverance, okay? So yeah, it's a little confusing, but yeah, that's essentially what this means. Okay, then the other thing, consistencia. Consistencia and constancia are not the same thing. Consistencia that means consistency, okay? So that's a different thing. Coherencia, that's something coherent, okay? So consistencia is about consistency. Consistencia could be, for example, to describe. You can use it to describe or to refer to something that is consistent, like the consistency of something. For example, something thick like honey, or sour cream that has heavy consistency, something thick, but that is used for food, for to describe food liquids, if a liquid is thick or not, you use consistencia. It's nothing similar to constancia, okay? And la coherencia is more about coherence. So if you make sense. La coherencia no tiene coherencia. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so that is different from consistencia and the other ones. Okay, so yeah, it can get tricky because some of them look similar to some English words. But yeah, that's the meaning essentially of those 4 terms. Okay. Do you have any questions, guys? We're almost done. It's already an hour. This live stream is a long live stream for sure. Okay, so Will says, soy tan consistente como una masa de pan. Exactly. Consistente means consistency. Like, what are you talking about? Are you talking about something runny, something thick? What is it, right? So that's la consistencia. La consistencia de la miel, la consistencia de la leche, la consistencia del pan, de la masa de pan. Exactly, Will. You got it. Excellent. Yeah, it sounds funny, huh? Okay, Fan Man 1WV. Welcome, Fan Man. Best advice to give a person who speaks Spanish as a second language, so they can sound more like a native speaker. Okay, so if you have more questions, guys, please let me know. But Fan Man is asking something interesting. Best advice to give a person who speaks Spanish as a second language, so they can sound more like a native speaker. Okay, so first, I always say this. I've been saying this constantly, but you need to have something consistent when speaking Spanish. For example, I've noticed that some of you guys, you have a great Spanish phrase, but sometimes you use singular nouns and then plural articles, or you use feminine nouns with masculine articles and all of that. And that makes you not have consistency. And that can be a problem. So if you want to sound more like a native Spanish speaker, you need to nail the feminine and masculine thing, the grammatical gender. You have to nail that. So I would practice that a lot. You have to nail the plural adjectives, the plural articles, and keep everything consistent. Also, you have to know about how to be polite or formal in Spanish. That's very important to learn. And also how to be informal, but also respectful, okay? So informal, formal in Spanish is very important. Now, if you're learning a second language like Fanman is saying, don't give up. Don't give up, because it can be hard. It can be difficult at first. Just always try to learn something new every day. So it doesn't matter if it's one word. It doesn't matter if it's something too little, just a short word in Spanish. If you learn it, if you know the meaning, that can help you a lot, because you are adding more vocabulary to your Spanish, and that will help you use or sound more like a native speaker. And I know English is my second language. It's not perfect. My English is not perfect. It can be far from perfect, but I'm still learning. Like, I always try to learn something new about English every day. And that has helped me to understand more English, and to also, I don't feel, if I make mistakes, I don't care, because that's part of the process. That's how you learn a new language. So if you know some Spanish, just share it. Speak the language. Don't be shy. Don't worry about making mistakes, because you will, and that's how you learn. And if you have a chance, or if you get a chance to talk to someone, a native Spanish speaker, if you can, do it. Do it. And try to practice, make mistakes. It doesn't matter. That's how you learn a new language. In my situation, the way I learned English was because I had to leave Mexico. I had to move to a different country, and I put myself into a situation where I needed to understand the language. Like, it was a survival mode. So that helps a lot. That makes you understand a second language really fast. It's going to be a lot of stress. It's going to be very confusing at first. You're going to feel frustrated, but at the end, you will understand more every day and more. And that will definitely help you learn a second language. And yeah, you have to have consistency. You have to keep doing it. You have to never give up, for sure. Okay, so Fan are the rolling R's important in sounding native speaking? Yes. You have to learn that sound. You have to nail the R. And I have a video about this. Actually, I have a video about how to pronounce or roll your R's or your R. And essentially, it's all about the position of your tongue. So when you speak English, your R's are like more, you position your tongue more like at the front of your mouth. You're touching the top of your mouth, but more at the front. When you have to roll your R's in Spanish, you move your tongue to the back of the mouth, okay? More to the back. R. And it's very interesting. If you get a chance to watch that video, please do so, because I go over the sounds and all of that. It depends if you have double R or one R in Spanish. The sound changes. For example, try to say this word. Let me just put it here on. Okay. This is a great exercise for you guys. Try to say, because usually R's at the beginning, every R at the beginning of a word in Spanish has a very heavy R sound. So even if it's one R, you're going to have to pronounce it harder than the second R. So, for example, this means weird in Spanish, and you would say raro. So try to say that word multiple times and faster. Raro. And that's a great exercise. Raro. So yeah, you need to nail that R sound for sure. The sounds, because it's more than one. Okay, yes, a tip: use index cards of stem changing adverbs, verbs, nouns. Okay, like flashcards or something like that. Yeah, that is helpful. Whatever works for you guys. That's a great advice, KS. Well, sea un constante aprendiz. Exactly. Ujú. Tienes que ser constante con aprender español, hacerlo diariamente y siempre practicarlo. Trata de hablarlo, trata de leerlo, trata de escucharlo y eso te va a ayudar bastante cuando aprendas español. Trata de hablar un poco rápido, trata de hablar un poco lento, and so on. I hope you understood that. Okay, so I think that's it, guys. That is it for today. Okay, yes. En hablar español a alguien que no tengo nada que perder o nada que ganar mentalmente. Okay, so that's great. Okay, yes, that you use your Spanish en hablar español a alguien. El o hablar español a alguien. No tengo nada que perder al hablar español con alguien o nada que ganar mentalmente. Okay, so it's a bit confusing, but thank you for sharing, KS. I love that. KS is just, Spanish here and there. I'm just saying what I think in Spanish. That is awesome. Fan man, I use pero and perro to practice my R's. Yeah, that's another good thing to practice, or to use those words to practice. Pero perro, pero perro, pero perro, pero perro, pero perro. Yeah, it's a good one. Thank you for sharing, guys. Okay, so that is it for today. I hope you like this lesson. We talked about many things about Spanish, and it's quite interesting how people have questions about Spanish on Reddit. And hopefully I can do this again. If you liked it, just let me know just by giving this video a like. And that is it. Remember to subscribe, guys, and also smash that bell notification thing so you can actually get notified every time I live stream practice las R's every day. And tomorrow we're going to have a podcast episode, so stay tuned. That's why you need to activate the notifications when you subscribe, so you can actually know when I live stream. Thank you to the members on this channel for the support. I appreciate you a lot, guys, and also I appreciate the people tuning in today and sharing their comments, sharing their questions, and also their Spanish. Awesome. I like it. So KS says, I meant nothing to lose or gain. Okay, so no tengo nada que ganar o perder. Yeah, so awesome. Well, me gustó mucho. Boa noche. Boa noche. Thank you, Will. And boa noche to you as well. All the way to Brazil. Yeah, greetings to Brazil. And thank you, guys. Thank you. Be safe. Also, remember to just check all the links in the video description down below. Good night. Buenas noches. Espero que tengan una bonita noche. Take care of yourself. Be safe. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Adios.